All right, I got a transparent text effect on a black background. It's only 2 pages. It's only 2 layers on the second page, and you can animate it in Adobe Express. There we go. Look at that. The background layer zooms in and the bottom layer rises up. So let's do it. Purple plus button, new Adobe Express document. Any aspect ratio or size is fine. You just want a white artboard, Command 0 to make it bigger, staring in your face. So I am going to add some text, all caps, Sonoma. Change your text to something bold, like Anton, some font. And let's see, I am gonna option drag it from the center out. Get rid, now I'm not done with text yet. I'm gonna make the background black, color black, and then with my text still selected, I should be able to make my text white. And now let's get out of here for a second so we can see how big it is. Center it. There we go, looking good. All right, so I'm gonna download that, add a page, merge visible. Right now I got one layer and a background layer. I want to fuse those layers together, or merge visible, flatten, and get them on a new page. So download. It's nice how Adobe Express knows when you click on a page you want to download that page. Get it onto get the image. Now it's not text anymore, it's a flat image. And let's see, we are going to add a vineyard kind of layer in the background or on top. So I'm going to do plus media photos and add a vineyard, which I misspelled. Media. Okay, there's the image I've been using. Make it a little extra big so it's off the page. And looks like I replaced my text. So let me click off. And yeah, if you have something selected, and if you have an image selected and you add a new image, it gets replaced sometimes. Okay, so now we want to make this image kind of look like it's blended together. So I want the vineyard layer on top because I can change its opacity blend mode to multiply, which drops out the whites. So black wins with multiply because it darkens, and the white pixels become transparent, or they don't become transparent, but they're replaced by the darker images, darker pixels in the top image. There you go. Okay, so next it's kind of a harsh transition here. So I want to target the bottom layer and go to go to Edit, Erase. Make sure the second option brush is selected, not quick select, circle brush. Increase the size to 200 max, decrease the hardness to minimum, and then I can paint across and get a little bit of a feathering effect. Make sure those edges are gone. Okay. So if you're not getting good enough results, I'm going to hit done to accept and apply those changes. If you don't like your results, if you want more of a transition, you could take your image that you have, your black and white text, and go to Photoshop Online and command click to open up. Nope, I guess Photoshop wants to open. All right, and then you can open up your image, command minus to zoom out. And here with the brush tool selected, we want to paint with white, or I'm just going to paint with transparency. I'm going to add a layer mask. Add a layer mask. Actually, it's right there. It's this guy. Create mask. All right, and I am going to paint with black with a brush that's big. Here we get to, whoa, 5,000 pixels, nice. And 0 hardness, that's too big even. I don't know why Adobe Express is limited to a couple hundred pixels, but all right, get your brush dialed in depending on your image size. There's 500. And now I can click and drag across and really kind of get a better result. If I want to zoom in, see how it's the checkerboard black and white transparent look? All right, so once you get that with your layer mask, your transparent pixels, you can download your image. Let's call this mask just to give it a different name. Then go back to Adobe Express. Should have it. Most recent file. And right, so now if I want to bring in this file, I can decrease the opacity of this layer and bring in my new layer. Don't replace anything, kind of try to drop it off to the side there. Be careful, drag it underneath. All right, and so now you just have a little bit smoother. It looks like I needed to erase over here, but just in case you have your plan has Photoshop, check it out. You can add a layer mask, paint with black to get a nice smoother transition across the top. So once you have results you like, I'm going to drop down the opacity here of this bottom layer of hair, just kind of, I don't know, add a little more blending interest. Okay, so let's animate it and be done with this. Okay, so I got it to animate. And looks like I lost my animation on one of the layers, but click on your top background layer and go to loop and zoom in. You can edit the settings if you want. Preview. Okay. And now target your text layer and go to in and rise, and then direction up. Preview it. There we go. All right, so I am going to get out of this menu, hit Command 0, hit play, and there we go. So have fun with it, and hope you like it.